You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
The whole story has 20 years old, and I was thinking when I watched the first film, I was younger, of course, and we had words 20 years ago that now we use, like inclusion, like we want to tell stories. Diversity. What do you think has changed in 20 years in terms of that since the first Lilo Stitch to this one?
I think that the business has changed tremendously since, the first animated film 23 years ago. I think that there are more movies where, Hawaii is not just the backdrop for somebody else's story. This is our story front and center. Chief of War, Lilo and Stitch, many other films that I don't think a film like Moana would have existed without Lilo and Stitch. I think there was a lot of embracing of culture that would not have been seen on film and television if Lilo and Stitch hadn't been so financially successful. Because Hollywood operates off of, dollars and cents, and if it's not successful, they're going to move on to something else. So I think the important thing was that the people that love these kind of stories show up, that they go to the theater, that they, get the DVD, that they bring their family to, events that support this kind of cultural celebration. I think in the Asian population that you wouldn't see films like Everything Everywhere All at Once if you hadn't seen the success of, I don't know, what was the first of those films, Joy Luck Club or one of those movies. So I urge people that if they want to see themselves represented on screen to go and support the films that are out there. So I'm happy to have brought the aloha spirit and my culture of Hawaii, to the world. 3 things. First, I want this house cleaned, including laundry and a fully stocked fridge.
Perfect.
Second, pay all those bills I saw in the kitchen.
Yes.
And third, file for health insurance for you and Lilo.
Got it.
Now, if you do those 3 things by Friday, I might be able to give you some more time.
Thank you.
Was Caprice Anya?
Yeah.
I figured.
All the beautiful thing is the person like me that watched the movie back 20 years ago, I went with my mom, my dad. Now I'm taking my daughter. And my daughter is 6 years old, and I wonder if your definition of family, Ohana, had changed in 20 years, because in 20 years many things happen. People have kids, people get married, people divorce. Life changed in 20 years.
Well, for me, it's always been the same. 23 years ago to today, I think at the core of this film is a universal theme that your family is who you choose. You say, these are my people, they love me unconditionally, they accept me, and it doesn't necessarily have to be mother, father, 2.5 siblings. I mean, in the film, it's, an older sister taking care of her younger sister, and they find their other person of their family from outer space, which, makes it a funny and fantastic tale, but it's the truth of modern living that we don't always have the traditional family structure, and that's okay. You don't have to be ashamed of that. You don't have to feel like your family's less than the guy next door because you don't have that kind of structure. And I think at the core of Lilo and Stitch, it's that love can heal all wounds. Love can embrace us and make everything better in our lives.
One of the things that I had conversation with kids and listening after the movie, is the explanation of grief, because Lilo and her sister lost her parents. Then it changed from the first movie, and I think the way this movie explained and made kids feel it's like a safe place of grieving, of remember the person that you love and love you. What do you think about this? About this beautiful definition of grieving? Even the idea of grief is not that excited or happy.
I think grief is part of life. It's the reality. And sometimes we're sad, and sometimes we're so deeply sad that we worry that we won't come out of it. But this shows us that love can bring us out of anything. Love can save us from anything. It saved, some of our characters from many, heavier things. And I don't want to give away the movie, but I would just say, go and see the movie and see about the life-saving grace of love.
I agree. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Aloha. Aloha.